Welcome back. Same again. I do apologize. I did not do the video recordings for my games, but it's still not 100%. But we just like we did do our online locals there on Friday night, and we got third place with this deck. It has a little bit of BT24 in it. Still mostly the kind of same with fish deck than what we already played. So we'll start off with the eggs. The BT24 Digimon. Just whenever any sea animal or aquatic gets tucked underneath, we get to draw a card, so it does give us our draw card. And we do tuck a lot of sources, so it does come up in handy. We're running two of the BT22 single ones. It is treated as aquatic, mollusk, and Liberator. On play by placing this as the bottom Digivision card, any of your Digimon with aqua and sea animal, and the trace until your opponent turn ends, it gains blocker and can't be deleted in battle. And just with a nice wee jamming inheritable too, comes in handy. Then we're running a playset of the BT21 reduced Digivision cost by 1. Same again, aquatic, treated as aquatic as the mollusk and Liberator. And this helps us going into the marine bowl for like BT23. You'll make it cheaper. It's nice. And then end of attack inheritable, gain a memory. So it does help us do sneak checks and gain memory for it before going into a bigger Digimon on suspending and doing more damage. Then we have our searchers from BT19. Treated as aquatic type, same again, mollusk and Liberator. On play, reveal top 3 cards, add one with the aqua or sea animal trait, and one card with the Liberator trait to the hand, and bottom deck the rest. All this deck is aquatic and sea animal Liberator mostly. And then we're running in our champions to BT22 jamming, inheritable Shellmon. With on play, you can place a card from your hand that is level 5 or lower underneath its sources, and this does help us like spread out bodies and stuff. It's quite good. Then our other 2 copies is just 2 copies of promo Shellmon. Then again, treated as aquatic type and is a mollusk and Liberator. On play, when Digivolving by placing a level 5 or lower Digimon card with aqua and sea animal on the streets, you get to draw 1, and the inheritable is end of attack to draw 1. Well, draw 1. And it is once per turn. Then we're running 3 copies of the BT19 Shellmon. That if I have 1 or fewer tamers, I can play out a Yao from my hand without paying the cost. And same again, inheritable is end of attack, draw 1. Then our last 3 is actually the EX6 Digimon. I'm probably murdered that name, but I don't mind. Treated as aquatic, same as everything else. On play, draw 1. Then if this was played by an effect, by spitting it out sources, we get the gain of memory. And same again, more jamming. This is a very jammy deck. I've never done a jammy deck before until I actually built this. And on their level 5s, we're running 2 of the BT19 Marine Bull. On play, when Digivolving, I can place a card with aqua or sea animal traits from my hand to the bottom of this Digimon's card, Digivolutions. Treated as aquatic, end of attack. This allows us to spread out our bodies. You can play level 4 or lower from the sources. Then, as I said about the warping Marine Bulls, we're only running 3 of them. And I feel like I've kind of skimmed past one of the things this deck does a lot. It's called decoding. So if it will leave the battle area other than by battle, we do run decoding. And a decode, well, this Shellmon's the only thing with decode. It spits out a level 3. These ones allow us to spit out a level 4, and you kind of see where this is going with the as we go up the levels and ranks. So yes, main effect, if I have a Yao on the board, I can warp Digiball this into a single one for the cost of 3, ignoring Digivision requirements. And same again with the single one, the reduced one, because it is getting Digiballed up, you're actually making this into a 2 cost Digivolution. You've went from a rookie to an ultimate for 2 costs. Damn, it's pretty darn good. Now here's the new tags. I've added 2 short ones in, and it's primarily for the inheritable. When attacking once per turn, by placing one of your other Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card, it unsuspends. But it also has a really cool on play and on deletion effect. So on play, or when Digivolving, de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. In on deletion, by revealing the top 3 cards, you may play one play cost 7 or lower, a time changer trait, among them, suspended, among them, without paying the cost, and then track the rest. We're not really going to use that one a lot. What we find that we're using a lot more is the other side tech that we've added in, the new Skull Digimon. I know they say 4 Digivolution cost, but on top of an aquatic or sea animal, it is a 3 cost, so it's the same as any of our ultimate. Or with these ones, because they're primarily for time changer, it is a TS trait as well. You can make it a 3 cost. This one has came up a lot more. On play, when Digivolving, trash any 3 Digivolution cards from the bottom one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if this Digimon was played by an effect, you get to delete one with the least amount of sources, or no sources. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards, yeah. In on deletion, it's the same thing. You may play one level 4 or lower Digimon card with Digimon in its name or the TS trait from your cards without paying the cost. As you see, we're not running the Digimon stuff. This is primarily for the exact same when attacking effect the shark one has. You get to place this on and place something underneath on spin. We did do a game where we actually swung like 5 security on the same Digimon line. It was more from the Ryugamon. This decodes a level 5. So it does, see, it's always 1 down. On play when Digivolving, by placing a 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card that has an aqua or sea animal in its traits from your hand as its bottom Digivolution card. One of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers doesn't spend, and then all turns when an effect places something underneath it, you can bottom deck a level 5 or lower. Yep. So if we go up the normal Marine Bull line into this, trigger the when Digivolving, the Skull Seizure or the Shark one underneath, we could swing a securities, add something back under, unsuspend, and then we swing again, and then once we go on there level 7, we spit this out again, and then trigger its own when Digivolving effect, put this under unsuspend. I'll show it properly in a wee minute, so I'm going to leave this over here at the other side for the meantime. But our other 2 tech choices at the minute are actually the Neptune one from BT24. Because if your opponent has 2 or more Digimon, reduce play cost by 5, making this a 7 cost. Getting the on play when Digivolving, return all your opponent's Digimon with the fewest Digivolution cards to the bottom of the deck. I went up a deck that literally spit out 10 bodies at once, and I just evolved into this and got rid of their whole stuff. And shenanigans it was. And you've got the all turns once per turn. When any of your Digimon suspends, you may unsuspend. And then it has an all turn effect, not once per turn. When any of your aquatic or the animals or time changer traits Digimon would leave the battle area by suspending this, it doesn't leave, then you get the unsuspend. Oh, they try to do it again. Well, we're just going to suspend it again. So we have like a double evade for the board. On their level 7s, we're only running 3 copies of the Agumon. This is broken. This decodes a level 6 or lower underneath. That's why this is a bit cheeky. Because if we swing, hit something that deletes the highest level, we can just decode this bottom deck anything else and have that going again on the board. It's funny. But yeah, when digivolving, you may play a level 3, level 4, and level 5 from this with aquodic, sea animal, or liberator. Aquodic, sea animal, in any of their traits from this Digimon Digivolution card without paying the cost. So you just spit out a lot of bodies. Then you've got a when attacking and when digivolving once per turn effect, where by placing one of your Digimon with aqua or sea animal trait back underneath this, you bottom deck one of your opponent's Digimon and this Digimon on suspends. So this is where I said we've already done 2 checks, then we digivolve here, we spit this out, then we place this back under the unsuspend, swing again, trigger this when attacking now to place something else underneath, say Shellmon, to unsuspend again, then we swing again, and if we do our second swing with our memory tamers, we can do so much more damage. So we can. Because the tamer I'm talking about is actually the memory setter, yo. Because yes, if you have tier less, you go to 3, but when one of your Digimon with aqua or sea animal in its traits with attacks by suspending this, we can actually put another Skull Seedramon or another Sharkmon into the sources and then get their when attacking effects the second time we swing. So we try and do the swing first, trigger the when attacking, place something underneath from the board on suspend, trigger Yal, put this in the boat underneath it, swing again, now be able to trigger this again, be on suspend again. So yeah, I think we did like 5 security checks with the one Digimon at the one turn. And then we have the promo Yao. All these have the same security effects, so I'm actually remembering this time to not move them off the screen, so we can have to go through the security effects together. Starting main phase, if your opponent has a Digimon, you gain a memory, and then your turn, when any Digimon that gets a Digivolution card placed underneath that Digimon, by suspending this, can Digivolve, reducing the Digivolution cost by 1. So it can make our Agumon maybe a 3 cost, it can make like Neptunemon a 2 cost, or even like Marine Bull and stuff like 2 cost, and the Ryugamon a 2 cost. So it does, additional memory doesn't go wrong. It doesn't mind, and especially if we're going up against an opponent that has memory blocker, stops you from memory gaining basically. Then that the inheritables might not trigger off properly until we're able to get rid of it, but we have the Yao additional to gain memory. Then our last 2 set of tamers is the BT24. Starting main phase, by returning this Digimon, this tamer to the bottom of the deck, we can play another Yao out. And if we have no Digimon on the board, we can actually play a Sangomon from trash without paying the cost. And then the alternate effect, when an effect adds sources underneath your Digimon, you can tap this to draw a card. So we have additional draws, we have additional memory, and we have additional with the memory setter that allows us to work off this to gain double effects over here. And they all do have the same security effect, that you play them onto the board without paying the cost. Okay. My ratios for option cards are very, very weird, as we all know. I'm running double scramble, double boost, double emblem, just for the fact that I want to dig deeper, and if memory is getting difficult, because this deck wants to do a lot of things, I'd rather pop a memory boost to gain 2 than trigger a training to reduce Digivolution cost, because this allows me to go through the deck twice as much for one more than what a training does. Yes, you're stuck by only getting the blue Digimon card, but 9 out of 10 times I'm only looking for Digimon. I'm not looking for the tamers, because the emblems are going to play them out. The same with but as you see, the rookie ratio is very, very low. From what I usually do 12, and there's only 10. And I want to make sure I can find a rookie as soon as possible, either by having the blue memory boost or having something that's going to search something else. So yeah. Security effect, place in the battle area. Unique emblem, Lagoon, is very easy. You play a Sangomon or Yao from your hand or trash without paying the cost. Place this in the battle area. Your turn delay effect is that when one of your tamers comes suspended, one of your Digimon can, with the Aqua and Sea animal, can Digivolve into an Aqua or Sea animal or Liberator trait Digimon card, reducing Digivolution cost by 3, which makes our level 6's 0 cost. It makes our level 7 a 1 cost. It's good. And to make sure that we do have efficiency of recycling, this is why the scramble's in, because if I lose a board and I need to restock up again, oh no, all the Ari ones are Shellmons in the trash and everything else. I need to play out a searcher again and add something to the top of the deck. Then I'm going to use this. So yeah, the main phase, one of my Digimon, the blue Digimon may Digivolve into a blue Digimon with the play cost of 3, reducing the Digivolution cost by 3, sorry. Then place this in the battle area, and then the delay effect at the start of your turn. You can trash this, place a blue card, the top of your blue Digimon to the top from your trash, top of the deck. Then play one blue Digimon with 2000 DP or less, which is all of our rookies, without paying the cost. And yes, security effect is you can play one blue Digimon with 2000 or less from your trash without paying the cost, then add this to hand. But the emblem security effect is very self-explanatory. Activate this card's main effect. So yeah, it's the exact same as the main effect. But yeah, that's my fish deck. It's been really fun to rebuild it up again. And once the debugger set comes in, we are going to see maybe adding the pretty alt arts for this deck. I know the one I'm actually more excited, the update and rarity bump, is actually Dynamon whenever that stuff comes out. Oh, with the debuggers and the new EX11 just around the corner. But deck list should already be up on the screen. I hope this was a fun video for you guys to have a look at a deck list that I've enjoyed playing, and hopefully it gives a bit of inspiration for you to try something similar in the future. Or if you were building a fish deck and you wanted to add the BT24 stuff in, this might give a bit of an incentive of maybe word want to add, because the one thing I know I really want to change in this deck is I want to put that new field spell. I think it's like Abyss Dweller or something like that from BT24, because it gives all my fish blocker and alliance, so I can actually do more and be a bit more aggressive than just board control. So until the next video, guys, I'll catch you all later.